And also, Billionaires for Wellcare here. If you'd like to make a donation, just sit there silently. All right. I don't know why we really need healthcare. You guys look pretty healthy to me. I'd originally planned to do some scripted laughter after mockingly congratulating President Obama on his recent awarding of the Nobel Peace Prize. Ha ha! But let's face it, that's way overdone. Plus, I kind of got that out of my system on Facebook earlier. I don't really hold the Nobel Committee responsible for this silliness, but I do blame Ashton Kutcher for being a little late on the uptake. Maybe he was sick that day. But let me tell you for him that we all got punked. Not only does Obama not deserve the Nobel Peace Prize, his actions in office are contrary to those of some former, more deserving winners. To be fair, though, and I won't be one of the idiots comparing to Obama to Hitler, Mussolini, or Stalin, but it should be noted that they were also nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. Obama is not the worst. Yasser Arafat, Mikhail Gorbachev, and Shimon Peres, president of Israel, all won the award, along with Henry Kissinger, who at least had the integrity to turn it down. Unlike a certain somebody we know. The point that I'm making here is that this is nothing new. The Nobel Committee is imperfect like anything else, and I think it's wrong that we hold it in such high esteem. Alfred Nobel himself invented smokeless powder and dynamite, though these were never used in a war during his lifetime. And he also helped convert an iron factory into an armaments factory. The point being, the Nobel Peace Prize is dwarfed in comparison to the prize of knowing that you followed your conscience and made the world a better place. If you are trying to get a Nobel Peace Prize for contributing to peace, I won't judge you, but don't be discouraged if you lose because Mahatma Gandhi was passed over 5 years in a row. After that brief history lesson, which I just had to get off my chest, I move on to the actual subject matter. My name is Bryan. I'm an Iraq veteran against the war and a war resistor. I resisted stop loss back in 2008, and I got an honorable discharge. I've done my best to protest the war and try to educate people on the military and U.S. history and foreign policy ever since I got back. And in fact, I'm going to college to become a history professor. I don't think any of you guys know who I am. I don't want to be presumptuous, but I helped Ron Cantu, who's not here, unfortunately, Fran Hanlon, Doug Zachary, kind of, Cindy Thomas, and Tom Cleaver and Alice Embry to establish Under the Hood, which I'm pretty surprised at how well that's been going so far. We've got three resistors. Oh man, sorry, I'm a little hungover. On a tangent, thanks to everyone who's helped donate time and money to UTH. Greg and I also put KBR out of $1 million job in Hayes County last year. I'm going to get educational for a second here. Because everyone knows by a gut feeling that Afghanistan is wrong, but I don't really like going by gut feelings. Ever since candidate Obama first stuttered on his policy of total peace in the Middle East and a complete withdrawal, I knew I should probably learn a little bit more about Afghanistan, especially since my unit nearly got orders to go there. I went to an informational session at the Dallas Peace Center, and what I learned in just an hour fascinated me. If every American, or just every person, took an hour to learn about the situation in Afghanistan and learn something, a huge mistake could and can still be prevented. Afghanistan, Pakistan, and indeed many other countries do not have the same borders that we draw for them. These borders were drawn up by the U.S., Britain, and Russia. The border region between Pakistan and Afghanistan is known as the Pashtun region, and it's named after the tribes that live there, who hold no loyalty to either country per se, but more to their families and each other and their way of life. Another huge problem that we face is the fact that Indian troops are in Afghanistan around the border area. This is a huge problem because of the nuclear arms race going on between India and Pakistan. They're kind of being sandwiched in by Indian troops. The knowledge that the U.S. backs India and resents Pakistan, especially with all the saber rattling during Obama's campaign, makes for a really sticky situation, which is further complicated. Oh, I already said that. I hear there is a debate within the peace community also about what our stance is on the withdrawal of Afghanistan. I love Code Pink, and a lot of the things that we've done around Fort Hood, actually all of them, would be impossible without them, but especially without Cindy Thomas. And exit strategies are numerous, but I definitely disagree. I think that we do need a total withdrawal.
Wait till you hear from us. Don't believe everything you read.
The exit strategies are numerous, but I would recommend starting with planes, Humvees, and helicopters. The government has proved that they know how to mishandle discretion, especially since that's how the Iraq War got started for the second time. The Afghan people cannot stand on their own 2 feet while we occupy their country, and our country can't afford to stay there any longer. Our military is weakening, our economy is failing, and democracy is but a frail illusion. The solution is immediate withdrawal from Afghanistan and Iraq while minimizing casualties. In the long run, we are saving lives and money, which is unfortunate, but that's what people care about. I would like to say, sorry. Huh. Hold on a minute. Technical difficulties. As for healthcare, I'm pretty sure they beat that horse already. Everybody deserves healthcare, and we can definitely afford it, especially if we stop spending $800 billion for soldiers to eat lobster in Iraq. And charging them $100 a bag for laundry. And Obama just recently, within the last month, approved a $20 million contract with Blackwater to kill some more innocent civilians and use child prostitutes. Hooray, America. Yeehaw. I would also like to say, while showing your solidarity is really important, I have to disclaim that no one works here on Saturday, and City Hall doesn't make foreign policy decisions. Many of you devoted a lot of time to the cause of peace, and so much time that most of you guys are retired, so I know you have time during the weekdays. So use that extra time to mass when legislators are working. This marching on Saturday at City Hall is a failed strategy. Nothing is more unproductive than the illusion of production. Feel-good activism is ineffective at best and counterproductive at worst. Contact your legislators and visit their office, which is about 11 blocks that way. Politic all you can and talk to your representatives. It's the best thing that you can really do while still following the law. As for addressing code tank strategy, staying until the region is stable is the current strategy on Iraq. And the people that decide when the region is stable is Congress, who's out of touch with the war, companies who profit off of it, and us, who are out here 11 blocks away from the building we should be in front of, protesting on a Saturday. I'll take any questions now.
Thank you, Bryan.
Talk about somebody who gets marginalized, our conscientious objectors in the military and those who are speaking out against the war. Let's give them all another hand, because these guys are really so serious.